Good morning, friends. I'm Toni Cureton. Welcome to another episode of Job Alert. Job Alert helps you make job connections by providing you with solid leads for available employment and training opportunities throughout Michigan and the Metro Detroit area. Job Alert also provides you with monthly career readiness and basic employability information, along with tips of what employers are looking for to prepare you to get that new job. You can catch Job Alert premieres on Mondays at 10 o'clock on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. Today on Job Alert, we're going to do our career readiness segment. We're going to provide you with tips of what employers are looking for regarding your digital profile, which includes how you appear on the internet, the appearance of your email, and your voicemail message. Think about the last person you met or were introduced to. What's the first thought that popped into your head about this person? Was it a nice thought? Hopefully so. But maybe subconsciously you were thinking, wow, he's overdressed for this occasion. We're just hanging out. It's a bunch of friends. Or maybe you thought, geez, her perfume fills the entire room. She might have put on a little bit too much. When it comes to you as a job seeker, have you ever wondered how you come across in a first impression? Data shows that interviewers make up their minds about if they like the candidate in front of them within the first 90 seconds. That's not a lot of time, people. How does the way that you carry yourself and talk about yourself affect others' perception of you, especially in times like this where you're trying to make a great first impression? Does the way they perceive you help or hurt their ability to see what you have to offer? What about with your cover letter and resume, the things that get your foot in the door for a job interview? How do you come across on paper? What do people think as they read your writing, the words you use to describe yourself and your abilities? We'll discuss those things later on in another segment. But one of the biggest mistakes that people make is neglecting to brand themselves. To put it another way, how do you help others see you as unique and value what you have to offer as a prospective employee? What is branding? When it comes to products and businesses, people may think that colorful graphics and logos are brands. Now, while there's some truth in this concept, visual attributes alone are not the brand itself. The brand is the business and the substance of the business or the product that makes the product or business unique in its efforts to fill a customer's need. Human beings have brands. For all intents and purposes, you are a brand. Your brand is literally taking what makes you you and packaging it up to share with the rest of the world. So how do you package your brand? By how you appear, the things you say, and what you do. Through your image, your writing, and your words, this is how your brand is created. You have the power to change the way people perceive you. When it comes to building your personal brand, it's important to understand that this encompasses anything that helps or hurts the way that others perceive you. Your brand includes what people say, think, or feel when they interact with you and your name. That means pretty much anything and everything you write, you say, you do can either strengthen or hurt your brand. If you want to check this out, run a quick Google or Facebook search of yourself. What do you find? Is there anything that pops up that needs to be cleaned up? Potential employers, they use the internet and they do search potential candidates that are applying for positions. How social media can impact your career, it can be mind-blowing at times. Your profile on social media can have major impacts on your job opportunities. Employers look at your profiles, how your online behavior is, the information that you indicate in your application and what they see on your pages, how you interact with others, what others are saying about you. All of these things are things that employers, potential employers, take in consideration when they're considering you for the job. Let's take a look at your email address. How does that appear? I know you've seen funny email addresses, by friends and family members, and those are cool for friends and family. But when you're seeking employment, when you're trying to get a job, you can't use these kinds of things. It's great that they're funny and it shows that you're humorous, but what an employer wants is someone professional at all times. Save the funny, suggestive, the silly, the generic, the flirtatious email addresses for family and friends. When job seeking, your email should be professional and easy to remember. It should include your name, preferably your first and your last name. Don't use your nicknames. It should also not be shared with family members or friends. It can't be an email address that both you and your partner use. Has to belong to you only. That's the professional look, the polished look that you want to give off. And you should also avoid using your birth date in your email address. Make your email something easy to remember and something that will stand out in the employer's inbox when they come across it. The question you want to ask yourself is, how do you want to be branded in the eyes of a potential employer? Your voicemail message, your greeting that you have on your voicemail, it should be professional and appropriate. Something simple like, "This is Stephen. I'm not available to take your call right now. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and I will return your call as soon as possible." You should not have music playing in your background, other noises. It should be professional, clean, and simple. That's the statement that you want to make. That's the impression you want to leave with a potential employer. Your social media page. What can be seen on your social media pages and channels? When you are looking for a job, your first step is to clean up your profiles on all of your social media accounts. Look at what you've posted online. Look at what others have posted about you. Remove anything that could be deemed controversial. Remove inappropriate memes, comments, photos, and videos. Change as many of your settings to private as you possibly can. Remove things that you posted that were unkind to other people. Remove any rantings about political candidates or parties or issues, and remove anything that takes shots at celebrities or people in general. You should establish an account with professional social media sites like LinkedIn or Twitter, and make sure you post professional comments on those sites, because you want to make sure that your potential employer sees you in a professional light and sees that you're up on industry trends. This is the impression that you want to leave with your potential employer. Many people have not been hired. Many people have been rejected because potential employers have seen something online that reflected in a negative light for them. So take a minute, go through your voicemail greetings, your email addresses, and your social media pages, and remove anything that can indicate that you wouldn't be a good candidate or a good fit for any company that is considering hiring you. Well, friends, that's all I have for today. Thanks again for tuning in. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My number is 586-842-0558. Again, my name's Toni Cureton. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time on Job Alert.